it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the...
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Who are you? 52, come on. Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Mariota, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
One. Echo. Check mark.
To the air again, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded inside the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready. 30 base. Keep tight end.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd and 12, Gilbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Mariota now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On 1st and 10, Gilbert. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has mapped.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota to throw it. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey. 52. 7, let's go.
To throw is Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Gilbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Gilbert looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. And the catch made by Hopkins. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mariota going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the safety creep. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. He finds Hopkins complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check now, check now.
Throwing on 1st down. Gilbert flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about a bit if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the
From the 25 on second down, Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Don't get nervous.
Mariota now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota. Ball going deep here for 10. He's got it at the 15. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Ball going deep here for Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Here we go.
Gilbert. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On the set. 80 weapons. I don't even know why his team showed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Looking to throw. Gilbert. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Hey, we got 3 down. Watch safety creeping. Safety 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Big grip.
Off the bootleg. Gilbert. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Only netted him 3. 2nd, 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Man left.
Shoot.
From the gun, Gilbert. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be third down.
Check.
52's the man. Watch the pass.
Now Mariota. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was something a guy couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Where are they, team? 3.
Exit.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Squeeze. Kill. Protein spill. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off play action. Gilbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, Gilbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
All right, 0 rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 22. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Check. One. Blue dot working. Check 3. Chance. Big dash. Come. One.
Mariota on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Rock it. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Gilbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing,
be so careful that you end up running yourself into an
run, they'll try and
On your team. Pilot, 64. Lee Griffin.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Being chased out left. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
We won! Come on! Jim! Yep. Hey, one set, go!
He'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Stand. Go.
On 4th down, Gilbert. This is caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that will out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Leo. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Gilbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So second ball on the 43.
Check four.
Now they try the right side here. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Jaguars have won the game.